Hello guys, Colonel Ninny here. This series of video tutorials is designed for the brand new player to IL-2's Battle of Stalingrad. Each of the 13 campaigns has several missions that you need to complete before you can move to the next one. And to help you get there faster, check out my channel. I've got over 100 tutorials that will help you from everything from takeoffs and landings to strafing and bombing and navigation. You name it, it's covered. This is the second in the series of the Wind of Fury campaign. If you're new to IL-2, you should check out the videos on the earlier campaign, Sea Dragons. I cannot emphasize strongly enough the importance of reading and understanding your mission. We'll be the second flight of 4 Tempests heading north. We'll maintain 8,000 feet until we get to the third waypoint and then descend to 5,000. And we are to provide the higher cover for the first section as they go down and strafe the ground targets. If there are no enemy fighters, then we are free to engage the ground targets as well. In the previous mission, we had a hell of a time trying to navigate on the Belgian map. And this was entirely due to the fact that the cloud layer was below our cruising altitude. We won't have any visibility restrictions with the cloud base up at 9,300 feet, so navigation should be much easier. So let's get rolling! After takeoff, the prop RPM comes back to 3150 and the boost to 0, just until my 3 guys can catch up. We're off the airfield at Focal and we're looking to identify our first city, Nijmegen. And there it is at 11 o'clock with the river behind it. And we're on course, leveling off at 8,000 feet. What a difference we can see for miles. Now I need to give my squadron commands to tell them to engage air targets, because really that's what we're up here for. This allows them to work independently of me. There's a radio call out that there's a bandit off to the east. My guys have peeled off to go and look for him. And as their leader, I'm gonna follow them. And now the really difficult part of trying to find and identify the enemy aircraft. And as it turns out, none of us have located the enemy, and we're going to get back into formation and proceed en route. Of course, now I have to recall the squadron by giving them orders to rejoin. And of course, going around in circles for a few minutes, we've got lost and we need to figure out where we are. Okay, there's a big town on the north side of a river and a diamond-shaped island, positively identified as Arnhem. Remember, this is a combat mission, and at any moment we could be jumped by German fighters. So we should continually be looking around once we know exactly where we are. Keep your scan going. It seems clear for now, so let's navigate. What is that town at 10 o'clock with the forest and the ocean behind it? Positively identified as Apeldoorn. Down to the right, there's the canal with a 60-degree bend to the left. And there it is confirmed on the map. We're almost at our waypoint where we will turn right to 055 and descend to 5,000. And while we're making course and altitude corrections, don't forget, keep your head on a swivel, you're in a combat zone. After providing cover for our first group, we find ourselves in grid square 0521. But now it's our turn to look for ground targets, and there's a train. On the rail track in 0621. I start my approach run, but I see a fighter. I need to identify whether that's friend or foe before we go any further. And aircraft identification is by far the most difficult thing in this game, as it would have been in real life. Now don't be so preoccupied as to keep your eyes just on this one target. There may be somebody creeping up behind you. That's the dangers of what they call target fixation. I make a positive identification of this aircraft as another Tempest by its elliptical wing. Alright boys, let's hit that train! That was a good run, but you still need to check your sticks. Your goal as a career pilot in the campaign is to stay alive. So get 1 or 2 kills, and then call it a day and come home and score those points. I destroyed 1 locomotive and 2 rail cars. I'm happy with that. Let's head home. So it's heading 250 to Appledorn and climb to 5,000 feet. Let's identify Appledorn. It has a distinctive shape with a watercourse running towards it. Sometimes the F2 perspective can offer you a more unhindered view of the environment. Down at 1 o'clock there's a triangular shaped runway. That's Arnhem. We're right on track. Next thing to look for is the city of Nijmegen on the Rhine. You get the idea, so let's just get home. And with our home airfield in sight, our mission is almost complete. So we don't want to screw it up now by forgetting to put the gear down. 3 green lights. Green flare for landing. Let's see how we do. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you'll join me for mission 3 and all the others.
As always, if you've enjoyed this video, found it helpful, please like it or subscribe. Or if there's another topic you'd like me to cover, please